already. When was the last time I made a video? Oh, it might have been September, I think. I can't even remember what podcast I'm up to, which would be 4 or 5, probably not that many. Anyway, my name is Jodie. This is my podcast where I like to talk about things, all things crochet, arts, crafts, whatever I feel like, really. Oh god, I'm going back to that's how long I haven't done this for. As you can see, what I should say is welcome back if you've come here. Hello if you're new. I wish everyone happy holidays. So whether you're celebrating Christmas, what else we've got? Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Yule, Beltane if you're Southern Hemisphere, solstice, and any other holiday in between. Hello, happy holidays. I'm filming Christmas Eve, so I'm hoping I can get this video up today, maybe tomorrow, and it'll be like a little Christmas vlog, I guess. Yeah, so I guess I'll get started. So the reason why I haven't filmed in a while is honestly I didn't feel like it. My depression kind of kicked in about a month or so ago, and motivation just went out the window. So I'm feeling a bit better now. Obviously I'm wanting to be creative again, film and talk things through, but also I just hadn't done any crochet. There was just a period where I just kind of stopped, which happens, and I didn't feel like it, and I was playing games, which I know, like video games, which I know when I am feeling particularly down, I will spend a lot of time playing video games. So I got sucked into the hole that is No Man's Sky, and that was fun. It was a relaxing kind of chill game. You get to fly around and build stuff, mine stuff. It's a lot of fun. So it's just kind of, escaping into my own little world and building my own little house, space house, I guess. And then obviously a week before Christmas, like, I need to pull my finger out and get things done. So I think I did typical my style, leave things to the last minute, but I managed to make just about everyone something for Christmas except my partner. So I really want to make it up to him when I get the chance, but everyone else has been taken care of. So I guess I'll start with the finish objects. I'll go there because I've got a lot. So if you've watched previous vlogs, I guess they're vlogs, you'll know about the nanny square blanket that I was making for my nieces and nephews. So I gave my little nephew, Belly Bean, his blanket as a welcome to the world gift, and then I just kind of put it out. I got so fed up. It was so tedious having to sew all those squares together and then do this like ginormous border. So that was not fun. Excuse me. It's very hot today. It's about 30 degrees at least, and I'm just trying to keep hydrated, so bear with me on that one. Right, so I did 6. Managed to, within a week, do 6 blankets, because once you sew them together, the border doesn't take long. It's really quick, because I just did, what did I do? It was like single, half double crochet, double, 1 row double, and I did that a few times, and I made little wavy borders. So if you want to see, I have journal 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna block the camera, and I'm bumping the camera, so sorry. 5. So that's 5 blankets that I did. So I'm not going to search them out. I have got a picture on my Instagram page if you want to check that out. It's at the Nocturnal Witch on Instagram. It's like an underscore at the Nocturnal _witch. You'll find me. I can even put a link maybe in the description. So anyway, I need to stop saying so I did the girls. Both the girls have like these really nice pinks, and I'll just stretch it out. Can't even see myself. Pinks and pastels and all that. So that was the girls. So that can be wrapped up after. See, I haven't even wrapped the gifts yet because I wanted to show you guys things that I've been doing. And this one's for the boys. So yes, I did kind of genderfy the blankets, but like for the most part, most of the boys are older now and they kind of do have colours that they like. So I kind of just went with that. It just made it easier for me to divvy up, and I've left some squares for potential future offspring, and I'm just going to mix and match because I don't care. But for these guys, I wanted to give them something unique. So yeah, so that's more, I know, rainbow. I wouldn't say it's like necessarily boy colours, they're not. Just rainbow. I mean, there's purples and stuff going on. So there's lots of greens, blues, reds. I think even, yeah, there is some purple. So that was using a mix of Panda, crayon, 8-ply, it's just acrylic. You can get out Big W, because that was what my mother was using. So it was, yeah, so it's crayon, 8-ply, I think it's like 100 gram balls or 200 gram balls. It's skeins, sorry. Oh my god, the heat is just, my brain has gone. But yeah, so it's 8-ply or DK weight for you guys from the Northern Hemisphere. And it was, I think, rainbow cotton 8-4 from Hobby. So it's a mixed bag, but cotton's really forgiving, and acrylic's even more forgiving. So, and I kind of like the idea of acrylic because I know my sisters, they haven't got time for that. They're not going to hand wash things. So I know it's not great for the environment, but it just keeps things simple for them. They have young children, they don't want to spend all day hand washing things, and like most people, they don't, you know, they'll hang it on the line, they won't lay it flat, so it needs to be a bit resilient. So that's that lot done. And then I was decided, keep it simple, make quick. I mean, this is if you leave anything to the last minute, small, quick, simple items like hats, cows. I wouldn't even go as far as scarves. Those scarves, if the pattern's simple enough, you can make whether knitted or crochet. Crochet is going to be a bit faster than knitting, but which kind of helps in this situation. But yeah, so my suggestions, just little accessories, hair accessories, scrunchies, headbands, ear warmers, you know, things like that. Mittens, crochet mittens. I think wouldn't take that long. Little embellishments. You could do little appliques with like little kids. Yeah, things like that. Just small. If you've left things to the last minute, this is my advice for next year. Keep your accessories small. So where do I want to start? Okay. Oh, you've already had a glimpse. So I didn't do the same pattern. I found a bunch of free patterns that were really simple, and I just did some slight variation so I wasn't getting bored, because like the blanket, doing the same blanket 6 times was very boring. So I didn't want to do that. So I feel like I'm talking really fast. Alright, where do I want to start? Alright, finish that. I haven't finished that. We'll start with, okay, so this is a Saatchi beanie. That's also with into they're all kind of like wintry things because it's summer here right now. So they won't get to use these things till a bit later in the year, but that's alright. So I started this slouchy, I think after I did the kids' blankets, I got move on. So this is the Slashy Crochet Beanie. It was a free pattern from Lincraft. If you're not from Australia, Lincraft is like a craft store. It sells curtains and haberdashery, not haberdashery, I mean just sell haberdashery, but also like home decor goods, bed sheets, that sort of things. Just actually just Lincraft sell that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's like Hobby Lobby or Michaels or what do you got in the UK? Hobbycraft, is that it? Let me know if that's what it's called. But anyway, this is just made in Caron Skinny Cake 8-ply in the colourway Raspberry Ganache. Very nice. It is, I think, 8-ply or DK weight. I thought it was cool because it just striped itself, and I crocheted it in the round, so it was really, really quick. It only took me a day, so I started this on the 13th and finished it on the 14th. And the recommended hook size I think was 4mm, but for me to get gauged, because I'm quite a loose crocheter, it was 3.5, because I literally basically finished the hat and then realised it was too big to look like normal on someone's head. So I had to rip it back. That's why it took me a day, I think, because it's really quick pattern. But it's just meant to be let's try it on. I'm gonna set my hair. I didn't care, I'm not even wearing makeup because it's too hot. So it's just a slouchy beanie. Like I said, really simple, really quick and easy. Crocheting around was great for that. I didn't block it. I don't think it needs blocking. It's pretty, you know, schmick the way it is. So that's that. Then, yes, so that's for my partner's mother. And then I made, I started this the same day. This hat, which is still a little damp, but it's acrylic, it will dry. It did take long to dry, really. It's nice and chunky. So again, 8-ply. This is also a Lincraft free pattern. Oh, hello guys. Did Dad let you know? Hello. Okay, hello again. Sorry about that. That's the thing when everyone's home on holidays. Jim needed to hang out some clothes, so I went down and helped him. Okay, so where was I? Alright, so I made another bean the same day, apparently. So this is the Esther seamed beanie from Lincraft. So this was crocheted flat, and then you just, I think I did a pretty good job. Don't even know where, okay, yeah, the seam, and you just seam it up, so it's really beginner friendly. Just crocheted in the back look, because I do like the look of knitted hats, but I'm not very good at knitting, so but yeah, this was just half double crochet and double crochet in the back loop, so it gives this ribbed kind of, you can see there on the ribbing, stocking net rib look. Actually, the other one I'm really impressed with, so when I get to that one I'll show you. What did I use? This was like some cheap oh god, what was I gonna say? Like I said, this is heat. $2 shop yarn. That was in my stash. So most of the stuff has been in my stash. I've used it up, like the kids' blankets. This hat I bought a while ago. The yarn I bought a while ago. So I'm just trying to use up what I've got before I get any more yarn, and I can talk about my plans for the future. So this is just some cheap yarn that I use. Again, I went with acrylics because it's easy to look after. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I did have to block and stretch this because even here you can see it's not quite the same length, but that's okay. But yeah, he should be able to, you know, roll it up. And where my sister and my brother-in-law live, it is quite cold, so so hopefully they get a fair bit of use. But yeah, it's just a little boot beanie. Okay, so that's that one. I couldn't remember anything. I didn't see it. Okay, so this is cute. So I wanted to do this paint because I only finished this started this week, the 20th. It was the 24th today. Yeah. So I did 2 sports beanies. If you're from Australia, if you're from New South Wales, you will know these colours, I hope, if you follow the NRL. But I decided, because James's sister, so this is for James's sister and my nephew, his nephew, her little boy, her son, and she's a bit of a sports fanatic. She likes to support her local football team, her hometown football team, so I thought what better way than to make her a beanie. I was hoping, but I obviously didn't have time, to get a patch that I could have sewn on, fabric patch with the sports team's logo. Yeah, so I think I need to finish these. I thought this was finished, it's not quite, so I should do that. Okay, it's been incredible hot. I'm not crazy how long these are. See, the original plan was to do kind of a similar thing to the Esther. That didn't work. It was just like in trying to do some colour work, which I haven't done yet. I mean, aside from, you know, this sort of thing. And it just wasn't working because you're turning in the strands were just all over the place. So I looked up, I think it was striped beanies on Pinterest, and I found it's called the Camping Stripe Hat by Daisy Farm Crafts. It's a blog, so thank you for a really pretty hat, because I wanted something kind of looking knitted, but also interesting, because again, you do get bored of doing the same thing. So I chose, the pattern's done in half herringbone stitch, which looks kind of knitted. It's really nice, I like it. And then I just did a band. So again, I wanted to have, like, you know, it looks like a sports beanie, right? But I didn't want horizontal, vertical stripes. I wanted horizontal. So, but it looks nice. I'm impressed. I'm happy. I think they'll be happy. So again, I haven't even tried it on. I have a big head. Yeah, see. So I don't know if it will look like if, I mean, I've got a bun as well. It looks a bit less Rastafarian. I don't know. I hope it looks good. So, because I was debating whether to do pom-poms or not. Okay, yeah, there we go. I see. So I just need to sew this hem, cinch this in. But I'm hoping she'll like it. And I was thinking for her birthday later down the track, I can do a matching scarf. And then I can get, hopefully, the patches in and then sew them on. I think that would be really cute. So that was a nice, again, simple, again, I try to use some yarn from my stash. Again, I don't have a whole lot of colours. I'm pretty basic when it comes to colours. So I bit the black yarn for both of them, or stash. I did have to, oh, and the white, which is, there isn't much, but, and the white was in my stash, but I did have to get the yellow, green and red. So, but that's okay, I can use them later down the track to do the hats. So yeah, and then I think the last hat I'm doing for my partner's stepfather. So this one I really, really liked. I was like, okay, I want a nice rustic hat, something a bit different from the other one. So I found this fisherman's rib, right? This is crocheted, which I think is pretty cool. So it is quite chunky. I actually kind of prefer it better than the Esther pattern. Like, that's a really good beginner one. But this is really cool. Like, if I can get it closer. Can you see? It looks like rib stocking net stitch. I'm so happy. It's beautiful. I did have to buy some yarn just so I got some colour variation. Okay, sorry again, today's full of like interruptions. That's when you just, you know, try and film somewhere else. Doesn't always work. But yeah, so this one is made with Carnival soft 8-ply. And so was the others. That's right, the others, the green, the yellow was also Carnival, Panda Carnival. So, if I'm a bit scattered, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so that's Jim's side of the family done. And I've got my sisters. So, because I've done the kids, yeah, that's like everyone. I do want to make little hair accessories. That was the intention, but I won't be seeing my niece. One of my nieces probably till after Christmas, so that's not a huge rush. But the last couple of items are, so I made my sister some cows. So, get a bit closer. Again, really simple pattern. Free pattern I found on Lovecraft. If I can find it, was the, was it? Yeah, Crossing Paths cow. Which I finished on the 13th. So these were the first two things that I did, and this took a day, not even that. Yeah, it's Crossing Paths cow. The pattern also is Tara Briggs. So, 3 pattern. Hello again. Gorgeous heavens. But yeah. So again, I used the Karen skinny cake. And what was it? Raspberry ganache. Very nice simple pattern with like some V stitches. Again, it's nice and self-striping, so it makes it interesting. I asked my sister what colour she liked, what would she like, and she said she wanted to branch out some more colourful things. So I figured I have heaps of these, because if you've seen the whole video, I got, pardon me, 3 cakes, because I didn't realise how big they were. I have no concept of size, and I also added for them these little handmade with love tags, cute, which I got, I guess a little freebie from some yarn that I ordered from the Spinning Spider. So I figured I might as well use them. And last, I don't know if I've got, no, I didn't write it down, so I can't tell you. But I have my monster cow, the really big infinity one. I don't know if I've shown that to you. Which I love because you can wear as a hood. And my sister saw that and she said, I like the colour, but I don't want anything that big, but something similar. So I made the youngest, this one. This is made with, it is Lime Brand's, what is it called? Mandala Ombre. Just got a really nice pattern stripe thing with the greys, soft greys, very wintry, very snowy, very simple, go with anything. Again, handmade with love tag I sewed on. This one I think I even started. Oh gosh. Take my glasses off. Yeah, because it's a bit snug. See, it's nice and close, so it's just like a little neckerchief that you can push around. But it like stands up quite nicely as well, so I really like that. I think she'll like it too, because again it gets really cold. So that's everything that I made for Christmas. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty proud of myself that I made all these things in relatively short time. I mean, not the kids' blankets. That took me a year. I think I started them back in January this year, March, something like that. So pretty happy. I'm feeling very accomplished. I didn't think I would do it, because when I've done it in the past, I'm like, I'm gonna make things for Christmas, and it's just, yeah, the struggle is real. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't, like I said, a lot of things are currently UFOs and in hibernating. Like, so I'll probably do the spiderweb blanket superhero again when it starts to cool down, because it is really hot at the moment. And I was making that for when we got a place of our own, but that plan has gone to the wayside for a little bit. Probably today, now that I've got some time, we'll probably get back into the chickadee crop top, which I'm looking at this, and I know, like, it's probably not gonna have a lot of stretch because it's made with bamboo, but it's still, like, even for me, this looks like it's gonna be huge. And I've even changed it down a size to a size L, so it's probably gonna stretch because of how drapey it is. So I don't know if I should start again, which I've already done it. Or maybe a bit baggy, maybe. I think I did get pretty, I think I've gotten further than what I did last time. Yes, I have, because one side is now longer than the other, because now it's splitting from the waist and you're going to, like, the top, chest, and going to make the collar, which I haven't done. Like, I've made clothes before, but they've been always like panels. So it's a little bit intimidating for me, I guess you could say. I'll be proud of myself if I can pull it off, but I need to half the stitches basically, or quarter them, and then half them again, so quartered, and start splitting so I can make the neckline, the neck hole. So I'll probably have another crack at that today. So, but that's been sitting. I haven't done any more of my cross stitch. That's still, I pick that up when I feel like it. I don't think I'm interested in the pattern a huge amount, so it takes me forever. I mean, it's already kind of slow. I love cross stitch, don't get me wrong, and the repetitiveness of it, like, it's very meditative. But if the pattern's not, like, something I would be interested in, it's hard. But I'm hoping to finish that off and probably give that to someone who would enjoy the aesthetic of it more than I would. Again, that was just something my mum gave me because she was struggling. She couldn't see her eyesight was really bad, so she always said do it if I wanted to do it, because I like crafty things. Again, what else? So apart from the recent acquisitions for Christmas presents, which I plan on using, I ordered a couple of months ago some yarn from the Spinning Spider because I wanted some hand-dyed indie dyed yarn, and she was having a sale, Kerry, so thank you. And I requested, it was like a bundle basically, mystery bag, and I requested if I could get some cotton, hand-dyed cotton, and she was like, yep, no worries. So I was like, cool. So I made the order for the mystery bag. I didn't know what I was going to get, and I'm very pleasantly surprised. So she gave me 2 hanks of this cotton. It is called, the colorway is Fire Peach. It is 100% cotton, 280 yards. I love her labels, they're so cute. They're hand drawn too, like actually hand drawn individually. So that's a lot of work, but it's very cool. So yeah, I guess that is truly indie dyed. I saw this on the website previously because she did have a couple of cottons. I'm gonna ask her, see if she can do more colour, like her colourways but in cotton. See if she'd just be willing to do that for me. But I'm pleasantly surprised with the colour. I was like, oh yeah, it's nice, but it's not for me. But like just looking at it now, you get these, it's really nice kind of tonal ombre. I can see some, it hasn't dyed, that's lovely. I love that, that makes it feel really handmade. That's cool. But there's like yellows, reds, peachy oranges, pinks. Like it's just this really nice kind of, yeah, fire peach. So yeah, it definitely matches the name. I don't know what I'm gonna make with these yet. I do want to make clothes, though the cotton does feel not, I mean it has gotten softer since I played with it. I don't know if that's because of the dye, because I've never bought hand dyed down before either. If the cotton's just not the softest because it's been dyed, and I suspect that it had vinegar and things like that, I think it will soften. So I do really want to make clothes with this. But also it's 100% cotton, so that's probably why as well, you know. But these sort of plant fibres do get softer as you wear them, like things like linen and hemp, and you wash them. So I'm thinking of making a summer cardi or like kimono, like what I'm wearing now. That's kind of the idea. I don't want to spoil. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm probably gonna have to mix this with something else. So I've got some black cotton heaps, so I can probably do something like that. Because I think if I made a top, it'd be too bright on its own for me. But I think with black it will look really cool. So again, I have a very cool idea. So thank you for these and little gifts of the tags, and she chucked in a couple of black cat stickers which I thought was really cute. Definitely gonna add them to my bullet journal for next year, I think. Yes, so thank you, Kerry, for acknowledging my request, and the little note. She did apologise because it did take a little while, and I think she was worried that it wasn't going to get here, because I believe you're in, if you watch this, from Canada. Tell me if I'm wrong. And there seemed to be like there was some sort of issue with the post, and also just because things are the way out at the moment. But this came, was after, I think I ordered it back in October, so it might have come November, which I wasn't surprised. Like it takes for anything overseas to get here, especially at the moment. It's a good thing I haven't ordered anything from the UK, which I totally understand. I want to get started, not want to get political, but I get it. Yeah, so I've got that. That's the only thing I've got. But yeah, the future plan with my yarn is, because I've been thinking, especially with this handcrafty stuff, you know, it's about sustainability and things like that. So I do want to get through my stash first. Most of it is acrylic, but I'm hoping in the coming year, once I go through, unless I need something for specific something, I want to either get as many basically recycled yarns as possible, and if I'm going to use acrylic, I will probably buy recycled acrylic, because repurpose, reuse, recycle, right? So yeah, so that's kind of the plan. I think I might do a separate video on that. But otherwise, yes, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that. And waiting, because I know I'm not the most regular, and I've only got a very small handful of people, but I really appreciate the people that have subscribed. Yeah, my thanks and my appreciation. I'm hoping to do this more regularly. Again, I don't know, depending on what happens and the moods I'm in. I'm not going to force myself. I mean, again, this isn't meant to be a job. It's meant to be fun and sharing my creative outlet with you guys, other fellow crocheters. And because I enjoy watching your podcast, knitters and crocheters, and just crafty people in general. So, but I want to contribute, and I like filming. I do find it fun. I do find editing really enjoyable, and I feel like every time I do edit, I get a little bit better. So, and a little bit more ambitious. Yeah. So, otherwise, thank you. Thanks for the time you spent with me this year, or the last few months. I hope you wish you all the best for next year, and if you are going for a rough time at the moment, because I know this time can be rough from personal experience, know that you're not alone. Reach out to people, talk to people. People do care. It's not always, Christmas miracles, or like, a Christmas movie. It's not always a wonderful life. But yeah, we need to support ourselves, support each other and ourselves as much as we can, care for ourselves and each other as we can, because it is a trying time. The last few years have been crazy, so I think we need to stick together and band together. I'm probably ended up with a rock fling. I want to start doing Christmas traditions again, because it's fun, and not having my parents around anymore. I have been thinking about them a lot the last couple of weeks, because we did used to spend this time of year together, but we're making new traditions, I guess. So I'm hoping I might go for an evening walk, and see Christmas decorations, see if anyone's got the house is decorated, and I might fill some. Why not get in the spirit, not be a Grinch. So that being said, I think I'll leave it here. I'm hoping this, well, I'm not hoping, but I think this one will be fairly short, because I've got a lot of finished stuff. I haven't got any, but I'm really I'll say no works in progress right now. Everything's hibernating. So, with that being said, anyway, enough of the rambling. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy the company you keep, whether it's family or friends. And love the loved ones. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I hopefully will see you in the new year. Take care. Bye bye.